Good morning. It is a beautiful day here. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jamie Price. I'm a professional motorsport and automotive photographer, but this week, as you can tell, there is no racetrack. There are no race cars. I'm in Quebec, about 2 hours north of Montreal, and it is cold. It's about 8 or 9 degrees Fahrenheit right now, well below 0 Celsius, and I'm here for one of my favorite events of the year. This is Lamborghini's Winter Ice Driving Academy, which is what we call Academia Neve, and it is such a fun experience. Basically, we're taking the Lamborghini line that the Lamborghini currently has for sale, and we take them around on a frozen ice lake, and we drift them around. We do insane power slides. We teach customers how to drive on snow and ice with professional racing drivers teaching them, and it is awesome. So this is gonna be an insane week. I'm literally here for the next 6 days. I got here last night after a long drive from Montreal. We're gonna get going down to the lake right now, check it out, see what's going on, check out the cars. We got lots of different colors, lots of different models to play with, and we're gonna make some cool content today. Let's go. We've got the Revuelto, the Urus SE, and the Stirato in a beautiful arrangement of colors. Big fan of this. With shooting on snow and ice, it does matter the colors you choose. White gets lost, obviously, in the snow. Black is a little bit too much contrast, but when you've got some cool colors like Lamborghini produces, it's awesome. So the plan for this morning is that we're basically going to use this beautiful selection of cars and go down to the lake and make some cool marketing content with our pro drivers. Today is just marketing day, so there's no guests at the hotel, there's no guests at the ice track. It is just our pro drivers and me and Morgan, the videographer, who's been working alongside me here at Lamborghini many years. We've both been working together for about 12 years now doing Lamborghini's automotive events. So we'll use these pictures and video for marketing content for the event, for press release, for social media posts. We also have a selection of journalists that are coming down, so they'll be able to use the pictures and video for their articles and news stories that they're writing about this particular event. So let's go have some fun down on the lake. The sound of naturally aspirated engines in the morning. Quick lunch break at the hotel. We're gonna head back down to the ice track. There's one section of ice where it's beautiful, like it's really dark, clear ice. So we're gonna do some static photos of a couple of the cars on that spot, because the drivers are gonna have a meeting at the hotel and figure out what their game plan looks like for the rest of the week. Let's do one at a time. Let's pull yours, like just go, I would go forward up in front of me like 100 feet, and then we'll just do one at a time. Oh my gosh, the ice is so slick. There's no snow or anything on top of it. Oh! there, you can't park there. Well, Brandon is the first one to get a car stuck. Fortunately, it's soft powder, no damage. Just a bunch of snow in the radiator, it's fine. So I've upgraded to the heavy duty gloves because my hands are frozen and my nose is frozen, as you can tell. Fun times. I honestly can't take anymore. Oh, so cold. Oh, it's so nice. The light is amazing right now. And we're just having them send it around the skid pad. Whoa! Oh my God, I almost fell. Look at this shit.
I can't wait to see the laying down footage.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Should have been standing there.
Well, we just made it back to the hotel after a very long day of marketing content gathering, and big thank you to Corey Lewis for hosing me with the entire back end of a Revuelto, like a million snowballs worth right to the face. My camera was covered in snow, so it's drying out. I've got all the batteries and things on chargers, and cards ingesting, socks and hats drying off in my room, and basically we're just gonna chill out the rest of the night. I don't have to do any deadline edits, so it's all kind of like end of program type stuff. So it's not that it's easy, but it doesn't have to be done like tonight, which is kind of nice and a change of pace. So gonna go get warm by the fire and have some dinner, have some drinks, and basically do it all again tomorrow with some more Urus content. Fun day though. Wow, it is cold. That is well below 0 Fahrenheit, and it feels every bit of it. Good morning, welcome to another day here in Secacomi, Quebec. Today's marketing day 2, so we did a lot with the Revuelto and the Storado yesterday, and today is kind of Urus day. So we've got the Urus SE, which is Lamborghini's new model of the SUV super performance, which is just a ridiculous vehicle and perfect for this kind of stuff. And then today we also have to go do a dog sled run. So we're gonna go on the dog sleds, which is one of the experiences that the customers that we're bringing in, later this week, what they get to do. So, and we've just got some other shot lists that we need to, check through, make sure we've got everything that Lamborghini marketing team wants from myself and Morgan, and I'm gonna go freeze my ass off on a frozen lake. Let's go. So we'll go down to the bottom and then just follow us for like a lap or two. Just kind of be sideways. You don't have to be super close to each other. It's just kind of all a big group type picture. Copy? Okay. Copy? Copy. Starting our morning kind of on the figure 8 circle, which is a really easy way to just get a lot of content because they just stay in one area. The light's pretty nice all day long. Now we're gonna head down and meet the sled dogs. Did this last year, it was really cool, but really cold. So I'm preparing myself to freeze for the next 30 minutes. Right, Brandon? Do you have frozen nose hairs?
Inside's frozen.
I got it. Kevin Conway driving my sled dogs.
Yeehaw.
Mush, Kevin.
Not yet. Not yet. We're still chained up, but soon.
Mush, Kevin, mush.
This is fun. We're having fun. This is fun.
Go, Kevin! Corey, you can add this to your many accolades of things you've done in your life.
Yeah, Kevin said I finally drove something this year.
Well, after a short lunch break, we're back down on the ice, and it has not been above 0 degrees Fahrenheit all day long. It's -1 right now. So we've got the drivers doing basically practice of what they're gonna do for some of the exercises, and I am gonna take this beautiful thing and go do some static photos of it. End of day 2. Yeah, that was a fun day. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Did some nice photography of the cars on the ice. Did some dog sledding and snowmobiling. Yeah, definitely an entertaining day. The light at the end of the day was incredible. Like the sun setting low was just insane. Tomorrow we have our first client waves coming. So tomorrow, I'll kind of cover that tomorrow, but yeah, not a super hard day, but definitely another long day. Good morning from another frosty day here in Quebec. I can literally feel the moisture in my nose freezing right now. It's weird. But today I'm kind of having a hard day actually because it is my son's 6th birthday. So happy birthday, James. But it's never easy doing what I do, traveling for a living, but you're just inevitably going to miss stuff. I missed my daughter's birthday in August when I was at Monterey Car Week. Yeah, sometimes their birthdays just fall on events that I can't miss because this is what I do for a living. And if I didn't do this job, then I would miss out on a significant part of my income annually. But also, you know, if you turn down a good client like Lamborghini, they will call somebody else. They have to have somebody for these events. And if I say no, then somebody else is going to do it. But yeah, it's hard. But today we have our last day of marketing content. We're going to start our day with a group picture of the drivers. Morgan Pesco, our videographer, our amazing videographer, has some stuff that he needs to accomplish for his shot list. I'm kind of mostly done with all of what I need to do, but we've got guests arriving for our first wave. Yeah, we've got our first night driving activity tonight, so that'll be fun. But yeah, today's going to be a big day. Let's go. We're supposed to get some pretty serious snow weather coming in the next couple hours. It's definitely looking like snow. I think we're supposed to get about 6 or 8 inches over the next 24 hours, basically. So that should make things quite interesting tonight. All right, we're back at the hotel and we've got a couple hours to kill, so I'm gonna grab lunch with the drivers, but I'm gonna ingest my cards. So I use Lexar memory cards. These are CF Express Type B cards. Sometimes I get asked, like, what SD cards do you use? It's like, I don't use SD cards. My camera doesn't even have an SD card slot. It only has CF Express slots. So these are the cards that I use. These are the Diamond series that Lexar makes. These are 256 gigabyte cards. So yeah, gonna ingest my cards and go grab some lunch, and then we've got a couple hours to chill, so I'll edit some pictures and get ready for our evening activities. So I'm gonna go do some detail pictures of the cars getting covered in snow, which is kind of nice. And I don't know that we're gonna get another dump of snow this week, so I'm gonna walk down and get some shots of the cars. Nice one, Conway.
Huh?
All right, it is time for our first night driving session down here on our ice track. And we've got clients that are coming down from the hotel. The guests will be shuttled down here in the Urus SEs, and then they'll come enjoy a welcome message and a little toast with some hors d'oeuvres and drinks. And then we'll put them in the cars for a nighttime hot lap with the pro drivers. This year is different than last year. The track is totally different, so I don't know what's gonna work and what's not gonna work as far as car photography goes. Like, you need a light source. You can't just shoot straight into the headlights. That does not work. If you're ever at a race like Sebring or Daytona or Le Mans, you need to have a light source, something that illuminates your subject in some way. And so in this particular case, it might be the headlights from the car behind it that illuminates it. With the snow getting thrown around, it does kind of help create like a light source, but you can't just shoot straight headlights. So I'm gonna see what works, see what doesn't work. You never really know until you try it. It might take a lap or two to figure out what I want to do, but it's definitely not car photography at the moment. We're switching to like basically being a wedding photographer with Lamborghinis on the side. So it's still beautiful, it's still snowing. We've got about 2 or 3 inches of fresh powder down on the ice track. I'm gonna try some stuff and we'll have a little fun. Drivers are doing their laps. Basically, you have to shoot at really slow shutter speed. Like, I'm talking like a 13th of a second kind of stuff, because it is pitch black. So you need to let as much light into the sensor as possible. All right, the Neve opening ceremonies are officially done, and I'm gonna head back to the hotel, ingest cards, and grab some dinner. Don't know how I feel about the night pans I was doing of the cars. It's really tough. Like, it's just dark out there. But I know I got something out of it. But I'm gonna head into the hotel, call it a night, get some dinner with the boys, and get some sleep. See you in the morning. Good morning. Today is the first day of our client waves, so I'm no longer in control of what the drivers do, what cars they're driving. We can't really ask them to do specific things anymore. We are now fully into client driving experience, so changes my job a little bit because I need to capture their excitement getting in and out of vehicles, hanging out in our hospitality area, and of course, as well as driving the cars themselves. It's a beautiful day, and yeah, I'm excited. Should be fun. Somebody got stuck in the snow, so they're having to tow him out. So while they're doing that, right now I'm only shooting one camera, one lens. It's just too cold to have the other one out here right now. I have a full frame mirrorless camera, which is what I've been shooting for the last 2 years or so. 45 megapixel, 20 frames a second if I wanted to, but I don't have it set to 20 right now. I'm at 12. You don't need more than that, really. And then I have a 70 to 200 f2.8, which is the gold standard for sports photography, but also just a really solid lens for stuff like this, because sometimes I just need more focal length, and I did want to bring my 400 millimeter, which I use at racetracks. There's just no point in having a 400 down here. 70 to 200 is more than enough. That's what I've done most of the car stuff with this week. I've done a little bit on the 24 to 70. For lifestyle type photography in the hospitality tent, I usually use my 24 millimeter or 35 millimeter, and then an 85. Both of those like lenses are prime lenses. So, you know, the 85 is a 1.8. It's one of my favorite lenses. It's cheap too. It's like 400 bucks. I'm not using a polarizer right now. Why am I not using a polarizer? 2 reasons. And the biggest reason is I don't want to be able to see into the cockpit. I don't want to be able to see who is driving, so that any of the clients, it could be them. It doesn't matter. It might be them, it might not be them. It doesn't matter. I can't get a picture of everybody in each car. It is impossible. I would need 10 of me at 3 different stations to get a picture of each person in each car. And like I said, to be honest, not every person can drive the car in a way that looks cool. It might feel cool, but it doesn't look cool from the outside. So I don't want a polarizer to be able to see into it. There's no one I would rather freeze my ass off with than Morgan Pesco.
I feel so alive!
It is cold. I'm out on the ice for the full track lapping. And I've found myself a corner that looks like it's pretty sharp, so the clients will be hopefully pretty sideways around it. Right here. Looks good. So tonight is the same as last night. Cars go around in circles at night. And that's the end of the evening's activities. That was fun. I had a little fun with Brandon. I think it turned out okay. We're gonna head back into the hotel now. Do it all again tomorrow. Literally the same thing as today. And I will see you guys in the morning. We've got our 2nd out of 3 customer waves coming in today. So they're currently in their safety briefing. I'm gonna go warm up the car. We're gonna head down to the lake. It is a balmy 14 degrees Fahrenheit out here right now. But we've got our clients doing our warm-up exercises before they go out on the half track. The goal of the day really today is a lot of client interactions, because that is what my client wants to see. They want to show that this is the experience, this is how much fun it is. One of the questions I get asked the most on these types of events when I'm working with Lamborghini is, how did you get this opportunity to work with Lamborghini? And the short answer is, I was seated at a wedding just as a guest. Like, one of my friends was getting married. He put me at a table with one of his other friends who happened to work for Ducati on their marketing team, and we hit it off. We just started talking bikes and cars and racing and MotoGP and just found common ground. And his name is Eric, and Eric was like, hey, you know, we'd love to have you come shoot Pikes Peak Hill Climb. If you wanted to come work for us at Pikes Peak, we need a photographer. And I was like, absolutely, I would love to do that. And from that event, working Pikes Peak Hill Climb with Ducati, I met a bunch of other people, and those people go on to work other jobs. And one of those people, Jason, went on to work for Lamborghini on their marketing team. And when the opportunity to basically work for Lamborghini came about, I heard about it through the grapevine that they were looking for a photographer to cover their one make series, and I put my name in. I put in a bid, and you know, they remembered me from working with them at Pikes Peak, and it was just one of those things that just all clicked. And you know, you meet the right people and it all just falls into place. It's not just about the pretty pictures you make, you know, with the camera and the things you do with this stuff, the tools. It's about, you know, being a person, being a person people want to be around, people want to work around, people want to continue to bring on jobs. You know, you have to have the talent with the camera, but it's not all about the camera. I'm back in our very warm and luxurious tent out here on the ice. I thought I'd quickly show you. So basically all the marketing pictures we did on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday this week, essentially end up for a bunch of different uses, but one of them we have on the TV here, and also a bunch of stuff in the presentation that we show clients at the beginning of the morning before they go out on the ice, to kind of show them a little bit of a taste of what they're going to do. So you kind of take like the best of what we did. There's 5 or 6 pictures that are like the best of the best from our marketing days, and you put them on the TV so they can kind of get excited about the event. I think we actually have another snowstorm coming in this afternoon or maybe tonight. The sun is gone, so I'm going to bundle up again and head back down to the ice. You need a light source when you're shooting at night. Like, you can't just shoot headlights coming straight at you. It just doesn't work. So in this case, we parked the car out here tonight, right here, basically at the, not the apex, but the outside of the track. And the guys are coming around this corner behind me. So I'm currently at a 15th of a second doing slow pans, ISO 1600, f1.8. So it's still really dark out here, but it is working. It does work pretty well. All right, I think I got what I need out of that. Whoa, my golly, it's slick. Yeah, had a good group of customers and ready to get rolling. So time to do the same thing I've done for the last 3 nights and edit some pictures, send some pictures, grab some dinner, and go to bed. Morning from our final day here in Canada for the Lamborghini Winter Ice Driving Esperienza Neve. It's a beautiful day out here today. Nice and warm, actually. It's probably, I don't know, 15 or 18 degrees. It's warmer than yesterday. All right, I've moved on to the short course with the Revueltos. And this should be pretty epic because we've got powder down on the track. I don't know if you can really see it, but it hasn't really been scraped at all, which is good because these cars are going to come through here and throw all kinds of snow and powder up into the air. And we've got, I do know one of these customers that he can drive, so he's a Super Trofeo driver, so hopefully he has better car control than most of these clients that we've got. See, even a mistake like that can look kind of cool when they do it. The worst part about these events is when you're just between waves, when you're between groups on the track. Like currently there's nobody out here. No cars, no people, just me. So you're just standing here with your own thoughts in the snow, waiting for somebody to get in a car and drive it sideways. Well, that was a really fun week. We just finished up, did our last ceremony, giving certificates out to clients, and I got to end the week going for a drive in the Storado, the orange one, with Brandon Godovic, who's been a good friend of mine for many, many years. Him coaching me a little bit, did 4 or 5 laps around the full track, and it was awesome. Right up until I stuffed it in a snowbank.
We got no power! Power out of it, power out of it, power out of it, power out of it! Oh, fuck. God, Jamie, damn it.
But yeah, really incredible week. I just want to say a huge thank you to Lamborghini, to Irene, Jory, Garrett, all the drivers, Dean, Corey, Richie, who unfortunately you haven't seen a lot of because Richie came down with the flu, Simone, JF, I'm sure Kevin, it's just an incredible group of drivers that we have for these events, and not only are they great people, but they're great friends, and they've been great friends for a long time. Big thanks to Brooke and Antoinette and Larry and the Rule of 7 team. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of my journey as a photographer and covering racing and these types of events. If you like what you see, make sure you like and subscribe and show it to other people. Share it, all the things. So I'll see you in Bahrain.